stream, if you look to the left of your screen, you're gonna see a wild H-bomb on the Bastion, and joining him will be Toxic Snipes on the Symmetra. Now you might think, oh, this is a cool little offensive strat. They're gonna TP on the point. No, they're on defense. They're gonna play the Sim Bastion on the defense here.
However, they are playing it into Zangoats, so they have got the competitive advantage going into this fight.
Indeed, indeed. Here we go, we got H-bomb just laying in some shots right off the bat. Exile pushing around to this right side here. The shield's already going down though. The power of that Bastion. My camera work sucks. Let me fix that real quick. Exile is gonna loop just right back on the point now. Look, Salmon Flames have this huge sight line, and the turret's coming down. H-bomb already finds two. Both supports going down right away. And Exile really don't have much of a backbone now as the rest of SIF jumps down on the point. The Bastion's still raining fire. Little Zarya duel going out on the side here. Sorry, Intrigue. It's going to be a 6v1 that he is not going to get the win out of. And that's going to be a first fight win. Early domination from SIF Fan Club.
Yeah, so Intrigued is on the Zarya. What not as I expect, Cursey Bubble will go over to the Junkrat. I expect since we don't see B, but I didn't think we'd see any Zarya play point, so he'll switch over to the Moira. Also, H-bomb's at 90% of his ultimate. As Mimsy swaps over to the Zarya as we see Sombra from Intrigued. I do love a bit of Sombra play, but we'll see how they actually do play this Sombra.
Yeah, my guess is they're going to either hack maybe the Bastion, Rhine, or the Sim or something like that, try to converge onto it. They don't have the mobility, they don't have a Lucio to work with, so they can't really jump on it. And that's really going to show here, actually, as H-bomb is uncontested, just shooting as much as he wants to at Exile. It's going to be a great spot to do a ton of damage here. Symmetra Turret's doing a lot of work. Here comes H-bomb in his Bastion ult with the Sim wall to protect him, too. Here he goes, just right on point. Finds the Rhine, finds the Brig as well. Gherkin's also going to take out Mimsky. The rest of the guys from Exile just trying to make it out with their lives. And SIF still holding well. I don't think any of them have even died yet.
Yeah, Pazer is going to go on to the Lucio. What they did there is they actually teleported, you know, the pillar at the back of point. They teleported beside an edge and just kind of destroyed the rest of Exile that was left.
Indeed, and now you're going to see SIF holding a little bit more offensively. They're a lot more close to this corner because they knew Exile were going to come on this left side. They tried to mix it up, but that probably won't work out for them because they got a Zarya to greet him right at that doorway and a Coalescence being popped. Rhyme pins in but gets caught by Gherkin. Rest of Exile still trying to get it done. They're still pushing up. Now they're going back onto the stairs. Ryan leading the charge now. Gherkin trying to get more aggressive, give more room for his DPS to do work. H-bomb does just that. He finds Impazer. And now Exile kind of just on this retreat here. Finus still trying to make it back to the fight, but yeah, Crispy Waffle trying to back out now, waiting for his main tank to get back. A minute 30 on the clock here, and Exile have not even gotten a frag on SIF yet.
Yeah, and Trade had really good sightlines on the left while they're pushing on the stairs. However, he wasn't actually able to get anything with it. However, ultimates are building up slowly, very slowly. Emphasis on the word slowly for them.
Yes, indeed.
Trade running low again there.
We're going to be on with Intrigue here. 65 health. He might get some healing from his team, or he's just going to get completely ignored, it looks like. I'm not really sure what Exile's doing. They're sitting in this room. They finally throw out a healing orb to him. And now Exile's still holding in that same spot. They got 4 ults to work with on this push. Intrigue just waiting for his team to push up. Then he'll peek. Looks like they're going to go all the way to the outside. Now Intrigue from the back. What a great strat this is. Let's see if Intrigue can find maybe one. He does. He finds Toxic Snipes off the rip. That's a huge pick for him. Exile now with a really good chance of pushing in. Going to Toxic Snipes out. H-bomb on the defense. Look at that. Tire being popped now. It's got to be the hero tire. Summer gets popped by Shadow Burner to try to survive it. And SIF still getting some kills on the point here. Exile moves the fight, but they don't have the guys to get it done. H-bomb with his Bastion ult. Going to find Impazer and Intrigued. Exile, it looked so good for them, but it just crumbled. How did that happen, Ocean?
H-bomb just used his ultimate.
Oh my goodness.
Gavatron Surge and Earth Shatter are online though. If they can make it back to the point, almost at that sound barrier as well. If they do get to the point, I can't help but help think. Help.
They're not gonna make it. Nobody's gonna be able to make it. Oh, but the ball gets on last time. Gets instantly shut down, but does trigger overtime. That might be good enough, but there we go.
Shadow Shield!
The Desire coming down! Oh, Final Snip found hold up, but the damage backup isn't there. Toxic Snipes finds him. Widow on point. That's pretty much the last one. And that's gonna do it. Overtime taking down a full hold from SIF to finish out round 1.
Oh, the Bastion Sim strat does work though for SIF. Exile getting full held there. No, I need to question the fact that B-Wood isn't in, and they did plan to buy Zarya on this map, because they obviously didn't even get off, so they just switched Zarya players. They never got to use either the Graviton Surge or the Air Shatter until the very end, and that actually allowed the Sim turrets to have a big role in what they play. They also kept going down that left-hand side, apart from the one time when they came up the stairs to the right, and also a fat solo Graviton Surge coming from Jaybird onto Boyzoi in the Coalescence, and they were able to focus that pick down and make it a 5v5 fight, which eventually won.
Yeah, I'm going to be completely honest. My camera work did not do justice of everything that happened in that fight. I mean, Ocean really just recapped it all for you, but there's a lot that we missed there. A lot of big ults, especially coming out from SIF. Their DPS doing a lot of work, and their tanks doing a great job staying alive, and the support's doing, obviously, a good job keeping them alive. Lots of clutch ults. The ult economy was obviously insane.
He's not running the sim again, is he?
Pretty much the whole time, and
okay,
there's a chance we're going to see it again.
There's a chance you see Sim on the other side as well. It looks like they're going to do a Sim bash. It's like, oh, that was kind of cool. Let's run that as well. I think one of the problems for XOL that I actually didn't bring up is a lot of their, they don't have specific roles. They have like specific characters they play, and they would just lose their ult economy every single time they went to switch up comps, because like their main tank would switch to off tank, except that didn't actually happen. But you know what I mean? They would switch the roles up as well.
All right, now we got the correct crosshair, I think, to an extent. I'm not sure. No, this doesn't look right. No, this. You know what? It's whatever. We're gonna deal with it. Here we go. We got SF on the attack. They got 4 minutes to get it done. And they are going to run the Lucio. They're just going to take the Bastion poke. The shield already getting dropped. Gherkin, 410 health on the shield, but there goes the TP. It doesn't get on the point. They're right in front of point, actually. But now SF is going to move the fight on the point behind Gherkin. The pin's going to come up. Not going to find anything. Same with Gherkin. Now Toxic steps with an early pick onto a Pacer with the... Oh, on the point. Yes, H-Bomb does have the sidelines, but look at the turrets, completely uncontested, doing just quick work of Finest Tip. SIF just rolling all the way through. Boyzoi, the last guy there for his team, gonna get dropped by Toxic Snipes as well. And that was pretty darn quick. SIF dominating this first map.
Toxic Snipes trying to take the best Symmetra in the league claim since Donald's is now gone. He's doing it very well. He got a good 4 kills in that first fight. Oh, okay. We'll watch this then. This is on the defense? Yeah, this is on the attack.
Yeah, this is that last push that they had here. I mean, a full charge Symmetra. Nobody's focusing him. He's going
to... Are they?
I am not sure. Dana Thunder, the I in Salmon Flames is a capital. Blame Godspeed for that one, Chief. I didn't make these. Trust me, I wouldn't have gotten that wrong. But either way, there's a pull coming up by the Orisa. Big hit finds 2. Jaybird going with a huge play. I wish I got that from his perspective. He finds Finest Tip and Intrigue, and then he gets the frag on Crispy Waffle. Great plays by Jaybird. And a hook comes out onto that Reaper. He might not be so lucky to make it out. He does not. H-Bomb finds him. And the point is now open. SIF going to come out to an early cap.
They're running this Hanzo Reaper comp, which is actually really good against the pick and roll comp, which is that Orisa Hall composition that we so love to see.
Okay, Oolog, I'm going to pause the broadcast just to address it. I'm aware that you... I can read the chat. I know that you say the Mu6 can do the thing. We'll get that set up later. We can't change it now, but I appreciate you saying that. But it looks like Exile's going to go all the way around the back side. Jibbert's still almost going to get a pull there, but he doesn't quite get it done. Now the Orisa on the point. Finest him trying to get some shots in.
They don't have a shield for it.
They don't have a shield for it. He's going to get dropped. Not quite, actually. Crispy Waffle does make it out with his life, but Pathfinder does finally get the kill onto Finest Imp here. It looks like the rest of Exile is just going to go trickling down. 32%.
Do you see where those turrets are?
Where are the turrets? Let's see if we can find them. Oh my goodness! Of
course they're on the point.
Give me somebody to spectate.
Okay, they're gone now. Now they're choke.
We're gonna go third person since my game doesn't wanna work well. But there we go. Pathfinder already finding Intrigue. That was a huge hook by Garrick there, and now there's a wall coming out. SIF is gonna get aggressive here. Shield getting popped. Finest Imp. Really, they're on the defense now. Exile kind of backing up here, waiting for their last guy to come back. Intrigue getting caught early in the fight is really going to make SIF have a good percentage gain. And Finest Imp's going to go off the map. Oh, what?
He switched to Zarya.
He switches over to the
Okay, we're going to Reinhardt. Where was he?
I'm not sure.
Did he just walk back?
Either way, because of that Ryan, they're going to get aggressive. They're already going to find feline there. But here's a Molten Core being popped by H-Bomb. It finds a couple frags, but finds Sim still going aggressive. XOL actually going to go for the Boostio there, and those Sim turrets are not going to take it down. Garrigan's still on point, though. And Pazer actually boosts Toxic Snipes off the map. Great plays by him. And Pazer on that Brig. Intrigue's also going to find H-Bomb now. It looks like XOL finally got what they needed to get done. Turret's still on the left, but I don't think that's going to be enough to take out all 6 players from Exile. And yeah, they finally do shift point. Now they got to get it to 99%.
H-Bomb switching over to the McCree. Good switch onto the Ryan Zarya composition. However, they did use both Nano. And they only used Nano on the Crispy Wolf on that fight. Fair plays.
Right, here we go. We got a skirmish coming out on the side here. There's that rally getting popped, and now they can get aggressive. And a Sound Barrier actually being popped. And a Shatter. Oh my goodness, it found so many. And there's free-for-all Mitsuki. A little bit of an over-ult there, in my opinion, from XL, but they do get it done there. That Shatter, finding a Stimp, going huge, finding 3 with the pin after his big Shatter. That was a great play by him.
What?
Your mom has text.
What she text me?
She says she's got your bag and she wants you to have your bag so you can do work from it.
Alright. You know I'm on camera right now. No, you can't really. Tell her, wait, I'm on camera. I did tell you.
And Ocean's got a bag available that he needs to go pick up. But either way, SF gonna push this H-Bomb, already finding 2. And look at this, SF gonna go aggressive on the point. Lucio Boop tries, but it doesn't quite get anything done. And Crispy Waffle is gonna lose his life there. SF just kind of finding everybody there. A couple antis coming out, but it's not gonna be much. H-Bomb gonna go in with the high noon, finds Boyazoy, overtime flips, winds down 1-0. SIF is gonna take the first part of the call.
What? Yes, please.
Ocean, you gotta pick up your bag, my friend.
If you're wondering what is in the bag, it is a bunch of pulp toys and nothing else.
Bunch of what?
Pulp toys, like figurines.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I got some Overwatch ones recently.
Yeah, sure. Pop toys.
Yeah, pulp toys. As we see Shadowburner switching over to the Zenyatta for this map, and PS they're both playing the main Reaper comp on instead of XL. XL looking a little bit better last map.
Yes, indeed. They did. They were able to actually win a team fight against SIF, so it is an improvement. Sorry, I mean I hate to be harsh on them, but it's looking like a slaughter right now. I mean, SF really showing dominance, especially with their DPS play. But look at that. Speaking of DPS, the Toxic Snipes goes down. Finest him, gonna find him. Gotta make going outside and Pazer trying to get a wall. Oh, look at that wall. Horizontally, though, it kind of blocks off his own. Interesting place there, but it does work out. Now XL is gonna go aggressive. They already flip point. They kind of keep them contested out there.
All right.
The May's gonna freeze herself right in front of all of SIF. She doesn't make it out with her life thanks to that Discord coming out from Shadowburner. And SF now getting kills, and XL is gonna have to go on the retreat. Oh, look at that little wall combo and a coalescence getting popped. Probably not necessary, but it does work out for them. SIF gonna be able to push through. Only 21% for Exile.
Yeah, and PS are demonstrating that how to not use a May. Well, you're meant to wall off the enemy team and not your team, and maybe not get your Lucio killed. Just would be smart.
Unfortunate situation.
However, they do have coalescence and our Shadow going into this next fight. I can't see the ultimate charge on Intrigue there, but I assume it's 55. 60.
Here we go. It looks like XL is just going to drop onto the flank. They're going to kind of protect the Reaper here. Does get a bubble, but the wall comes out. Great wall by H-Bomb there to kind of stop Exile's aggression, kind of slow him down a little bit. Shatter comes down. Oh, it's big. Oh, to the right, but there's a trans getting popped. Shadowburner going to go out with it to save his team, and that's really going to show as all the frags go in favor of Salmon Flames. Let me get onto the third-person spectator here, but it's already too late. Look at that. SF cleaning up pretty much everybody else, just using that Shatter and that Transcendence.
I believe H-Bomb's most played this season is May, so he must have been practicing it. He demonstrated there at the wall. He's already got double the ultimate charge of Impeser, and he's been on a shorter time than Impeser has.
Indeed, indeed. Here we go. We got aggression coming out from XL. They actually got the speed. Oh, look at that wall. That was a pretty good wall. And there comes the mail, actually, from H-Bomb. It looks like Gherkin goes aggressive in the backlines and finds a couple. I'm missing pretty much every single kill here, but, I mean, as you can see in the top right corner, it's just Salmon Flames the whole time. Jaybird does get 3. Great job on that fully charged Zarya there. But yeah, I mean, it's not very hard to-
Story to grabs next fight.
Yes, so we are probably going to see both of them be traded because Exile, this is their last fight that they have to win this or else they're going to lose the map. And SIF know that, so they're probably just going to throw everything they have out onto it. Oh, look at H-Bomb sitting in the corner with that man.
Gotta try.
Oh, they walled half of them! What a great wall! The grab comes out. Goodbye, tanks. Goodbye, May. And that's going to do it. Nobody's even going to be able to touch the point. Great wall by H-Bomb, and that's going to lead to a Salmon Flames victory.
So sometimes up 2-0, however, the number 2 will be critical in this map as they did manage to win two fights that round, Exile.
Oh, come on, load up the characters. What a great pull, finds 2, but the characters weren't loaded. He almost got 3. And then he also finds this Lucio here. I can't believe those characters weren't loaded. Come on, Blizzard.
Compositional, simply winning the game, so that's what I expect to see.
Yeah, and one thing I want to point out here is Toxic Snipes on the Doomfist. Finally, we were able to get onto him there. You don't see a lot of Doomfist on Watchpoint. A very mobile comp without the Lucio coming out from Salmon Flames. Really a DPS-focused comp, but they don't really have the heals in the backlines. But we'll see how Toxic Snipes elects to take out this Hanzo over here. And he just does it with a punch. There we go. Toxic Snipes with an early pick on a Crispy Waffle, but then the Winston jumps out. Bicep gonna try to peel. What a great melee from him. I wish we caught that from his perspective. He is gonna catch Toxic Snipes. Huge picks, and now Exile will have respawn advantage as well, so they're gonna start making some cart progress. Look at that. Gherkin is gonna try to jump out. What a great boop coming out from Impazer as well. Now Gherkin is gonna jump onto the cart now, try to do as much damage as possible. H-Bomb already finding Intrigue, but Gherkin's gonna get traded out now. This is going both ways here. 4v4 on cart, but Exile is gonna take the aggression. They have that Winston to do it. They're going to keep pushing Salmon Flames back. That Zarya is going to get found. Finest him doing a great job aggro on that Winston, finding Jaybird. H-Bomb trying to get out of there with his life. There's a Widow up top. Toxic Snipes trying to get a pick or 2 to help his team out. Who's contesting cart? It is finally going to be the Genji to step on. But nobody's on it right now. Contested 40.48 meters here. Gherkin finally making it on the cart on that Reinhardt. Blade getting popped, but it gets shut down immediately. Crispy Waffles hits H-Bomb right as he pulls out that Dragon Blade. All frags for Exile here. Couple for Mimsky, 1 more for Finest Nim, 2 more for Finest Nim, rather. 5 minutes on the clock, and Exile made it past point 1.
Okay, so this is actually why you want to run the dive tanks on Gibraltar. It is a very open and wide map. As you see, the snipers were getting really isolated from Exile's point of view, so they were able to dive back and help them out and at least get the kills from them each time. However, when there was someone under pressure on the side of at Salmon Flames' side, they weren't really able to move because, well, 1, they don't have the Lucio and to move their tanks around, and 2, they don't have mobile tanks. So an unusual composition from SIF. We'll see if that continues to show with the ultimate advantage that is on the side of Exile.
Indeed, indeed. But look at that Bastion pick. It is going to find Intrigue right off that. He was not ready for that. But now Mimsky with a chance to do some work. And Pace are actually going to find H-Bomb, though. Mimsky in the backlines now on top of that. Bastion just places his bomb right in front of it. Is it big? It does find Toxic Snipes. That's a huge pick for them. Now Finest him going to try to go onto that Reinhardt. He's got his Primal Rage to work with, too, so he can get aggressive. Look at those dragons getting popped. The Transcendence does not save Gherkin. Great plays by Crispy Waffle now. Finest him going to jump right on to the Zenyatta. He's going to be dropped pretty low. Shadowburn is going to get caught. Now Primal Rage being popped. Maybe not even necessary, but he is right on top of H-Bomb. H-Bomb going really low. Finest doing great work here on that Winston. Still contestation on cart from Salmon Flames. Exile's showing a lot of strength here on this map. Ocean, what did they change?
They switched to dive and they have the better compositions. I've already said it, man. This is a dive map, and it seems to favor Exile. They don't, SIF don't really want to play dive, it seems, or don't really have it in their pools to play dive. This could be something that what they struggle with over the season. We see Intrigued on the Genji. Maybe it's just being on comfort picks. Finest them just look really good on the Winston this map, and I think that's actually been their carry factor.
I agree wholeheartedly. Now we got Gherkin. Speaking of those tanks, he is going to be 98 to his shatter. He's going to have it by the time this fight starts. I imagine he will go aggressive with it, especially because that Winston barrier was just used. He's waiting right around the corner there, but Impazer finds Toxic Snipes, and a Blade comes out, and Tree takes out Shatterbird. Now the aggression coming out gets instantly shut down, like 4 with the Shatter, but the backup damage isn't there. Lovely Land does that flat feline, finds Intrigued, but then a Soundbeer gets popped in it. Exile keeps their aggression train going. They're going to find flat. Toxic Snipes are going to train it out with that Reaper pick going on to Finest Imp. Jaybird going to do a huge grab. It is going to find Crispy Waffle. That might be exactly what SIF needed here. Jaybird going to use his bubble to survive that bomb. XL still going aggressive, but they find Jaybird. I'm not really sure which way this is going. And I go to the wrong person, of course. Just like me, H-Bomb is going to find Boyd as well, though. Both supports going down for Exile. Make that intrigued as well. Mimsky trades it out on the H-Bomb, but there's nobody left. 4.17 meters is where it's going to stop, but 350 for Exile to change that number.
Yeah, ultimate advantage is in Exile's favor as well. And the reason there was no follow-up on Garrick and Shatter is because the Blade came out from Intrigued and everyone backed up to try and defend from the Blade. And the Shatter came out and can't really do anything if no one's there.
Indeed, indeed. Garrick going to go with an early fire strike. And here we go. Exile going super aggressive. Maybe not. They decide to back up a little bit. They are still on this dive comp and do that. Mimsky's going to go up top with the Winston. Now they have the high ground. Anakin would be proud, but never mind. SIF is going to find two already, and Pazer and Crispy Waffle going to get dropped. And the tanks are pretty much isolated over here on the side, and that's going to show. Toxic Steps going out with a pretty aggressive Death Blossom. It is going to work out as SIF wins the fight. I'm not sure if it was necessary, but he does get the job done. 3 minutes left for Exile to get this.
Yeah, however, they did use the Coalescence. So they traded Coalescence for Death Blossom, but also Ultimate Charge again is handed over to SIF just by winning the fight. And now they've actually lost their ult advantage in that fight.
Indeed. Oh, here comes the Shatter. It does find the Winston. Finest going down. They're going to find two, and Finest might be next. Here's a Coalescence getting popped. Two insured as well. Flat Feline going out with it. And all the frags going in favor of SIF. 2:30 still on the clock, though. Exile starting to gain an ultimate.
I think you're happy with that if you're Exile, though. Now you have
sure.
3 ultimates to that what you know is definitely 1.
Indeed, indeed. And here we go. We got Intrigued. Possibly going to have that Dragon Blade. Let's see if we can get onto him quickly. Come on, come on. Give me Intrigued. Actually, we got a Dragon Strike coming out from Crispy Waffles as well, so that might be big. There's also a Grab coming out from Jaybird. This could be huge. There's Dragons getting popped in the back. Jaybird right in front of it. Kind of splits the team. There's a Blade in the back, but a Sound Barrier is there to counter it. Intrigued gets stunned, then hooked, then everything happens. H-Bomb going to be able to focus him down. That Blade completely gone now for Exile. Here comes a bomb, though, from Mimsky. Can they dodge it? Jaybird barely making it out with his life. He's still held on to the grab, though. Oh, it's being popped from Exile, but it doesn't look like they're having this here. And Pacer, the only guy left with an ult. It is a Sound Barrier. It looks like SF is just enough to be able to hold back this push. Everybody kind of getting dropped low, so Toxic Sipes goes in with his Death Blossom. Finds Mimsky with an Intrigue, going to try to make it out with his life. He is not so lucky. Feline going to take him down and Impazer. And Exile wasting
Exile switch over the rounds,
all of their ults, and they don't get it done. That is not good. They're going to have to build some ults quickly.
Well, they looked at the ultimates, right? And they've got to have known that Shadowrun hadn't used the beat in a while. And I assume maybe the Dragon was to try and bait out the beat, but without the beat going out, they still used the Dragon Blade. But this way switches over to Mercy. I actually kind of like that swap with the Pharah and Mercy on it. And Shrink goes over to the Zarya.
Sure. Gonna counter that Reaper, but H-Bomb finds Minsky with a little hook melee combo. Now he might go on the flank, try to do some disgusting damage. Crispy Waffle finds Flat Feline, but look at that Shatter coming down. It is pretty big. Garrick gonna find Impazer because of it. And the rest of Exile is going to fall. 40 seconds left for them. They really have to get it done. All they have is still that beat drop. SIF with ultimate advantage here.
Pazer's been sitting on that beat for a good 3 to 4 fights now. I think it might be a better scenario just for him to go and use it. Reaper coming out from Exile as well. H1 switches to Soldier. That's perfect. Perfect timing.
H1 does switch over to Soldier to kind of help counter that Pharmacy. Shutterburn on that Lucio. See how he elects to use this Sound Barrier. Garrick already goes down, but there's the grab to counter it. But Impazer finally goes out with his Sound Barrier to counter that grab. Just counterplays after counterplays. There's the Sound Barrier trying to save the team. Toxic Stripes finds 2 with his Death Blossom, though. Make that 3 as he finds the Mercy, too. Ryan getting dropped low. This might be where the payload stays for Exile as overtime is winding down, and I do not see anybody contest. And that is going to be true. Exile getting 2 points, but not quite getting the third. Round 1 of Gibraltar.
Yeah, I questioned the composition that SIF were using right at the start of the map. However, they made the changes they needed to support and, well, actually be good. Not even for the map. For them to be good against their opponent's team comp, it worked very, very well for them. And the changes were made too slowly from Exile, from the point of view. And also, they didn't really track the opponent's ults very well by the looks of things. They threw 2 ultimates to the price of 1 out every single time, almost on that 4-3, and I think that's why they lost it.
Ocean.
Yeah, what?
Have you heard about the mystery of the teleporting payload?
Yeah, it's gonna come here in 10 seconds time. and then
Yeah,
I'll be
so
back at
you
the
guys
front.
saw that payload over there, right? Everybody on stream, you noticed? TBH, this is a little hard to watch. I assume because of the camera work. Yeah, I agree. I'm working on the camera work. It's tough, especially when they don't give you the keybinds to go to specific people. They have spectate player 1 through 12, but those players are randomly generated. And my controller just died. Turn back on.
Nah,
Thank you
yeah,
very much.
they are randomly generated. That's
Yeah.
why I don't bother with it.
Alright, looks like my controller legitimately died here. I don't have any spare batteries near me. So I have no idea how I'm gonna continue this. Come on, turn on.
Uh-oh.
Alright, we're syncing a new controller, we're syncing it. Okay, we're good.
Did you think what a time?
No. No, we didn't.
Alrighty then, I'll take a play by play just for a little bit. Shadowrun has already been wiped out by
Come on,
Intrigue.
let me move the controller. Come on.
Dive composition again coming out from Exile.
Come on.
And the standard composition that
Come on.
SF been running the entire time is here, except Toxic Stanks is actually on the May. Exile are gonna win this first side already after getting 2 quick kills on onto Shadowburn and H-Bomb.
My controller's legit
Exile dives
broke.
back onto the high ground.
My controller's legit broke.
Nice.
Yep. My controller's broken. Perfect time to do that. I can't sign out. I can't redo all that crap. I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. Big Chief.
Bomb is gonna go off. I think it's gonna be huge. It does get -6. Huge from Jaipur GK. H-Bomb is gonna get booted away, but however, I do think Exile will have one last chance to recontest this before point A has been won by SIF. They have to have almost 2 to 4 ultimates for the next fight. However, so do Exile. I actually get the pick on the H-Bomb. Let's make the recontest so much easier for them if they do get on it.
Okay.
I think they are gonna make it though. They do make it. They don't make it.
What is this
I'm
crap?
still struggling.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna hit him with one of these. Ocean, we're gonna need your beautiful voice to tell us absolutely everything that is happening on the screen as I restart my game here.
Alright, okay. And Tree's just gonna pick on Toxic Snipes. Crispy Waffle has just gone down. Blade going off. Timebar does counteract it though. There, shadow coming out from Garrick here. Buffy Lang is gonna follow it up with a coalescence, and SIF are gonna take this first fight on point 2, point D, whatever the hell you want to call it. Exile do have 2 ultimates, almost 3, almost even 4 for the next fight. So I think they'll be able to hold on and stabilize this for a little bit, as all the SIF has is that Dragon Blade from H-Bomb, and that player is H-Bomb, so we'll see what he can do. Sure.
Okay,
Blade goes off,
on,
it
guys?
doesn't quite get anything because of the sound barrier. Vanessa is frozen on point in the primal rage. Bomb coming down. Does get one. Shadow barrier does go down to the Mibsky bomb. I think he needs to kind of keep hold of that meteor strike for the next fight. They kind of already on this fight. Gherkin and Fluffy like do go down. I think this is the one fight for Exile. Are you back, basically?
I am.
You doing
I
good?
mean, it's loading up the game, but yes, I'm back.
Does have the meteor strike for next fight with Boy Desoy on the Coalescence. Toxic Snipes and H-Bomb switch over to Hanzo McCree from Genji May. So they probably will be able to do some stuff. And Trace almost at that Dragon Blade as well. So I think Exile will be able to stabilize for a couple fights until Ultimates build up for SIF.
Alright, we are
This
back
is a
here.
little
There's
bit staggered-
question on the
separate.
payload. Sorry about that one, Big Chief Ocean, but there we go. We got Impazer on that Duke PC. He's gonna have that meteor strike. He might use it. Coalescence from Boyzoy, gonna try to help his team. Oh, but look at that bomb getting thrown in the back. Doesn't quite find anything. Maybe the DMAC. Yes, it does find the DMAC onto Mimsky. H-Bomb gonna take out Intrigue with a headshot, though. We have service going on card here. H-Bomb gonna find Finesim as well in the backline, and Flat Feline gonna take out Crispy Waffle. Oh, and Pacer with a huge pick onto Toxic Snipes. That gives Exile decent time to recontest. I mean, SIF definitely have the man advantage, but Exile is going to be back here in a second. There's a sound barrier kind of just to keep their guys alive for now. But Finesim is going to have his primal rage that he's probably going to use in a while. Excuse my voice crack there. I apologize. Here we go. Sound barrier getting caught from Crispy Waffle now. And ult's being built up for Exile. 2:30 on the clock. Intrigue going to find H-Bomb. Look at that. Now Gurkin getting isolated in the corner, and Pazer finds him. XL getting aggressive. They find flat feline. Look at this. They turn the fight around. Find a stiff, finds Shadow Burn, and that's going to be it. SIF on the retreat. Exile gets it done. Ocean, how did they just turn that around?
Well, XL started off really bad for them. They lost in Trig's Dragon Blade because, well, I think he got stunned out of him by Toxic Snipes. That's pretty unfortunate. And they weren't trying to fight. However, the baby diva, or the diva, I can't remember if it was baby or not, was never killed by Summon Flames, and they were able to contest the point. And Baser was it, while the diva was contesting, was able to go and find whatever picks he wanted. They're actually just going to jump right back on point. And they were able to get their own advantage back because of their early spawns. And Hitchball gets decimated by a Baser.
Indeed. Look at the ult advantage as well. Oh, Baser shuts him down. Great plays by that Doomfist. Ult advantage still 4XL, but there's a shadow that comes in the back. Gurkin with the flank shatter, but look, all of XL just converges on him. Boydazoy's orb is going to find the final blow there. And SIF gonna have to back up. Oh man, I mean, one thing we gotta point out on that last skirmish that I was just dumbfounded by, not only did Exile win the fight, but they came out with an extreme ult advantage, and now they're still tied in ults. I guess we're gonna see beat drops coming in from both sides for the next part of this fight, so it is gonna be 3-3 in terms of ults. So it'll be interesting to see how SIF elects to try to push this, and that's gonna help Toxic Snipes with an early pick onto Intrigue. Mimsky with a chance to bomb it, though. He might just go for it. Just going to chuck it on up. Soundbear's being popped from both sides, though. Nobody's going to get found by that bomb. Another voice crack. I'm a mess today. But we got Intrigue coming back with the Dragon Blade. Hopefully he doesn't get caught by that bomb. He doesn't. H-bomb does find a kill, though. On to Finest Step. Another frag for him. This Blade's got to be huge now. Intrigue really got to come up with the hero moment. First team's not going to work out. H-bomb going to shut him down. And that's pretty much going to be it. SIF finally going to push through. They're going to have 2 minutes to make it to the end.
Vanessa gets staggered out though, and I think Boydazoy is also in trouble. He's gonna make it back, I think. He does make it back.
Oh, no, he doesn't!
What a shot!
What a great stagger by Toxic Snipes. Let's see if we can get on with him real quick.
Composition switch. Intrigued also going to Widowmaker.
Ocean, look at H-bomb. Sitting up top with his Death Blossom. I don't know if he just got seen right there, but he's gonna try to just team wipe him. This could be huge. There's no support ultimate yet from Exile. He's probably just gonna drop on it here in a second. Oh, the Widow sees him! Uh-oh, Intrigued is going to spot that, so H-bomb is going to have to bail out from there. But he might still go around the back.
I think he's just going to go on the low ground.
He doesn't have the X-ray vision that we have, but he knows that they are there. Gurkin already going to find Boydazoy. And there's a big shatter coming out, too. I'm wondering if he's just going to go in with it. If he's going to get caught, but Pazer with a huge punch onto him. Barrage is going to have to compensate for that, and it does. Toxic Snipes finds 2. 3 meters, 1 meter, 0 meters. They make it. Salmon Flames with a couple clutch ults. The Shatter and the Barrage. They get it done in the closest map we've had so far.
Yeah, I think that kill late from Toxic Snipes into the spawn to kill Boydazoy actually won them the fight because, or won them the map because they weren't able to recontest without that Moira that they had after already being staggered by losing the Winston because of early spawns and late spawns. As you see, kind of up on the Winston. He was doing really well on that Winston base. Mercy, I'm surprised that we haven't been seeing an awful lot of it. Mercy more in Pazer Dinkus play on the attack.
Oh, he's just taking poke shots from the Hanzo there, and Pazer on that Doomfist going to go to half health, not going to get any support from his team. He's just kind of looking at the Genji like, wait, what's up, buddy? Oh, look at this strat. So Exile push all the way around to the back. This is like a Gladiator's, you know, the merry-go-round that they used with Shurtlein.
Except
it's failing. But yeah, the Doomfist they did end up taking H-bomb, so it might still end up working out, but that Pharah is going to be tough to deal with. The punch coming out, that Zarya's going to get dropped low, and Pazer could do a ton of work over here. Stalls his jump there. That was pretty cool, but you know what's not cool is the fact that his teammates are all dying around him. SIF picking pretty much everything up. Intrigue going to get dropped as well, and that's going to seal the deal for that first push. Still 3 minutes on the clock, though, but SIF going to have a huge ultimate advantage going into the next fight.
Going for some sort of merry-go-round strat there. It's because they don't have anyone to take advantage of the sightlines that they would benefit. Now, if they were running it this time when they have Intrigued on the McCree, who would have sightlines at the point, I can see it being a really good strat. However, I don't understand it. And also that's Minsky early on, he got booped off the map by, I think it was actually a Zarya alternative fire that booped him off the map.
Oh man, great play. Oh, look at Toxic Snipes. He's going to blow this Barrage. He's probably just going to go over the top behind him. But look at that McCree. Not quite hitting any shots yet. Intrigue not finding him. But Toxic Snipes now could be huge with this Barrage. Just going to wait for them to come through. And here it comes. 3, 2.
No.
Maybe not all the shatter instead. They pranked me.
There
And then he barrages with it just to find some extra frags for himself. And Intrigue just yeets himself off the map. A little bit of an overroll from SIF, but they get it done with just a shatter and a barrage, it looks like. So I mean the shatter was huge. They probably could have played off of that. Toxic Snipes going in with the barrage. It just ensured that they would get all the kills. What a great play from Garrick. It worked really
Look,
well.
he needs to increase his ego. Leave him be.
Okay, fantastic.
As Intrigue goes on to the
Fantastic job.
Widowmaker.
Yeah. So, looks like XL are going to switch up where they're pushing. Seems like this is what they do. They tried the pushes twice. If they don't work, then they go for something new. And I think SIF have really been on that this whole time.
Well,
Oh, H-Bomb jumps on Intrigue and dodges the Doofus. This guy's in the Matrix right now. H-Bomb just knew that was coming. He didn't know that was coming, but the sound barrier helped. Oh my goodness, H-Bomb taking out that Doofus too. Can his team support him? He doesn't. Find it. Crispy Waffle's barely able to survive through it. I see him trying to do as much as he can, but I don't know how much support he has from his team. Actually, the Moira helps him out. Boyzoi also finds Garrick with a boop. XL gonna have respawn advantage. They might need to, if they can get a couple more kills, this might be worth it, but Mimsky's kind of alone up there. Doesn't get the support from his team yet. Now, Crispy Waffle trying to do what he can. Genji on point, Intrigue trying to do his thing as well, but it looks like SIF still have the man advantage as Garrick is coming back 2 points. Yes, it looks like SF will hold for now, and they're gonna have a couple ults to work with in the next fight. Actually,
Yeah,
not
I
just a
think
couple.
again, I mentioned this earlier. They don't have players set to rules, so when they want to switch up compositions, they lose every single part of their ult charge because they have to change up everything. You know, for example, like 2 different Lucio players, 2 different DPS players. Like Crispy Waffles being on DPS
Whoa.
at some points, and Trees being at DPS points,
This
etc.
just in, Exile has 2 DPS players. Quote Ocean. Oh, but there's the grab, there's the barrage. There's not much you can do to avoid that, but
That's such
there is
a
a
Lucio
nice
base.
shatter. The problem is everybody's
They
dead,
have to
so
build a
nobody
red
can
flag.
back it up. 13 seconds, nobody's going to make it to the point in time, especially when Intrigue gets dropped. SF going to get their second full hold of the match. They're already up 3-0. They're looking to win this with a clean 4-0 sweep, and all they're going to have to do is get half a tick on point A.
And I think another thing hurting them is B1 not being in because, well, we've seen Zarya play today. They've never ever used a Graviton Surge. I think that actually might be a truth. I don't think they've used the Graviton Surge this round. I think they've never had a chance to. Also, Crispy Waffle and Finest Temper currently at half health, apparently. Do you see that?
Whoa, what the heck? Yeah, a couple spectator glitches.
Yeah, they need to fix that. Yeah, but not having a good Zarya player, because they've only been really able to compress with Zarya on dive, which is not something you normally expect from Excel. They're normally really comfortable in that Zarya rank composition because B-Wood is in to play that Zarya. But he's not here today, and it's showing pretty badly.
Alright, I'm here. Sorry, I was a little...
I think we're going to see Torb. Well, I was going to see the triple tank with the hamster on the attack for Sif. We're going to see... Actually, no, we're not going to see Torb. We're going to see Orisa Diva with the Junkrat McCree. As I was saying, Impezer is now playing the Lucio. He was playing DPS last round. Crispy Waffle, who was playing the Lucio last round, is on McCree. You know what I mean? They don't have anyone set to set rules, so when they want to switch compositions, for example, if they want to play the McCree, and Pazer doesn't go to the McCree, Crispy Waffle plays the McCree, and then they got to switch the Lucio player up and then lose the sound barrier that they have, for example. So that's one thing that is a better thing. Also, may I point out that Toxic Snipes is on the Ana.
Toxic Snipes on Ana. He plays support? What?
You can play Lucio.
I know, I'm just joking, but either way, I mean, when you're up 3-0, I'm shocked they're going to run this dive goats, but I guess they're
Intrigue
trying to
gets
practice it, but Intrigue finds him right off the rip. Toxic Snipes not being so lucky there. I mean, all SIF needs is one tick on the point, and Flat is already just sitting there in the corner, forcing a couple guys from Exile to come down like that Lucio. But SF doesn't have the firepower to kind of poke this out yet. Exile actually looking really strong in that corner there. Especially with the lack of mobility you have from SIF, they're not going to be able to do much.
They switch up to Ashe and Tracer. Oh, nope. Hanzo and Tracer. Also, it was interesting to see the Lucio contest instead of the Diva. Because Diva can just drop down and fly back up, and then there's your contest. At least he has to walk around the entire way. So interesting choice.
Point
There's
is
the
now
Diva going
half
down
done.
now.
Mimsky is going to go down to contest. Jaybird already going to find Intrigue, though. That's big for him.
As I said, the rotation looked good, but I don't know how they actually lost members. They get a team active.
Going back and forth.
Sorry, they
Jaybird
do get
trying to
Garrick
do
and
what he
Nash
can.
able to
I mean,
hold on
half
here.
the people there from SF, they still could get this done, but not when Crispy Waffle takes out Flat Feline. Never mind there. 2:30 on the clock for Salmon Flames there. They have switched a couple things up.
They do lose Pulse Bomb as well.
I think they're just going to be
It was
trying
a really
to
good
build ults
rotation
here.
from
Soldier
Exile.
can-
That's what I was shocked.
Look at how many times they've switched their composition. Toxic Snipes was on the Ana, then he was on the Tracer, and now he's on the Soldier. We're only a minute 30 through this game, and he's already switched his heroes twice.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The rotation was spot on. Diva dropped first, flew back up, then the Orisa goes down, and the rest of the team also comes down with the Orisa. Really good play from that. Also, and you know what else is fabulous?
What else is fabulous, Ocean?
Never mind. The Hangzhou Spark skins that Intrigue's been wearing the entire time.
Indeed, indeed. Look at that Soldier pretty much uncontested on that left side. Now, Crispy Waffle going to try to take care of it. He does. That's going to work out pretty well for them, and the stun come out. Crispy Waffle doing his thing in the backline, getting a ton of frags. Now missing some shots on Jaybird, but that's okay. Actually, maybe it's not okay as the support comes out from SIF. They get their guys there. So we can go to somebody who's actually on point. You're Intrigued. Saving his team. 1v3ing. And now the rest of Exile comes back. Because of that junk play, they might be able to hold this. Jaybird gonna
Jaybird
stay
trapped.
alive, though, even though he was trapped. Now the support's trying to contest it. Finest comes in and takes out Jaybird. Great plays by him. Exile still have a chance to get this as Finest also finds H-Bomb, and they nano him. The Ryan's still trying to push in. Garrick and Trillside is still trying to get it done. When you got a Hammond in your face, it's going to be tough to get anything done. SIF are going to have to back up. What?
Wow, Intrigued with the Riptire, with the kill, and even with the trap, that team was appeasing just gets Toxic Snipes on.
Where's Mimsky at? I want to see if we can get
I
on
think they're
Mimsky.
actually a stick
There
on
we
this
go.
hamster.
Not sure what they were
And they do have
focusing
two ultimates if they didn't use Nano. Imagine they didn't use Nano, they'd have ult advantage as well.
on. Indeed.
As Toxic Snipes goes to the
Yeah.
Reaper.
I think if Mimskin can get a big bomb here, it can pretty much turn the whole tide of this game. I'm not really sure how it's going to happen, though, because Gherkin does have that shatter, and he is on that Reinhardt. I mean, in general, that's a decent counter to the bomb. Here we go. Aggression comes out from him to kind of split apart the team, and that Reaper's getting isolated on the side. But H-Bomb finds Crispy Waffle, huge pick. Oh, but here comes the bomb from Mimsky, setting up in the corner. Trends gets popped now to help his team go through. Shadowburn is going to do it, but Mimsky just tosses the bomb right over top. And the Shatter comes down. Mimsky does find Shadowburn. The Shatter's not going to find anything because of Impazer's beat drop, but there's a grab getting popped out with the Dragon Strike that finds 3, finds 4, rather. It is the D-Mech as well. H-Bomb doing a huge job there. Intrigue going to get popped by the Coalescence. So close, yet so far. Exile lose it right at the end. That's going to be a 4-0 for Salmon Flames.
Wow, the Grab Dragon laid on in the team fight, turns the fight around, and turns this map around. And SIF became the 4th team, I believe, to have a 4-0 in XOL this week.
Oh man. And this is it right here. This is the end of the game. No, this is the end of the
And the first
Exile
round.
push. Yes, yes, yes.